What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here, and here I have the latest from Samsung, and it's hard not to notice this thing looks strikingly similar to an iPhone. So in this video I'd like to show you guys 10 things Samsung blatantly copied from the iPhone 6. Now I'm not saying this is a one-way street. Apple has certainly taken things here and there from Samsung and Android, however Apple's much more discreet about it. Samsung Galaxy S6 is so in your face, looking like the iPhone 6 it's hard to believe. First thing you'll notice the Galaxy S6 copied is the build. The materials are now glass and aluminium. The aesthetics pulled from the iPhone 4. Hey, Galaxy, 2010 called and they want their design back. Every Galaxy before the S6 was made of plastic. Suddenly Samsung decided to build it out of the same materials the iPhone 4 and every iPhone after that was made of. Next is design and the curved edge. When Apple initially announced the iPhone 6, they said that the curved edge helped you swipe back and it was a very beautiful design. Well, next thing you know, Samsung releases a Galaxy with a very similar design, and it's more noticeable on the standard Galaxy, not the Galaxy Edge. And the Galaxy Edge, the display, that's something unique. You know, Apple hasn't had that before. Next is the orientation of the volume rocker speaker and the volume button. So first off, the speaker looks very similar. They moved the jack down below to where it is on the iPhone. The actual volume button has been split in two. It was a one single button before, so it looks extremely similar. Overall, all of these have been rearranged to look just like an iPhone. The design similarities cross into things as small as the antenna bands. They look just like the ones from the iPhone, as well as the SIM card tray. I mean, something so small was even copied. Samsung even decided to iPhoneify the storage and the battery. You can no longer replace either one of these, and you have to pay in increments if you want to get more storage, just like the iPhone. Now, there will be a version of the S6 where you can do this, but the standard S6 and S6 Edge have almost the same memory options as the iPhone and no longer a user replaceable battery. Ah yes, Samsung, tighten your grip. Make these people feel like they own an Apple device. I mean, this world needs less customization. Who wants to be able to do this? In the previous Galaxy S5, you had to slide down to use that fingerprint sensor. Well, just like the iPhone, the new Galaxy S6 adds functionality where you can just press down and it works just like an iPhone. The similarities on the fingerprint sensor don't stop there. In the actual software side, when you're registering your fingerprint, like the iOS, the fingerprint symbol starts growing the more you press it. I mean, it's just so obvious they copied all of this from Apple. Apple has seen some major success with their Apple Pay system. Well, Samsung wanted to get a piece of that pie and they created Samsung Pay. It even sounds similar. Well, first off, it does everything that Apple Pay can. It doesn't come out for a while yet, so I can't actually show you guys, but pretty much an exact copy of Apple Pay. Now here's one that really stood out to me. Look how hard Samsung tried to replicate the Apple iOS keyboard in their TouchWiz user interface. It looks so similar. In fact, the Galaxy S5 keyboard looks very much different from the S6. It's like the engineers working on it were put to the task to make it as similar to the iPhone 6 without making it too obvious. I don't think I could forgive Samsung for this one. I mean, it's just too much. Now let's back up to the iPhone 5S. Apple, out of these two companies, was the first one to sell a gold iPhone. Samsung, seeing the success and the demand for the gold iPhone, decided to make their own version with the S5, and now that carries over to the S6. And that gold option was first available for Apple. Even as something as basic as the headphones, Samsung decided, hey, Apple's were better, so let's just make ours look like theirs. I mean, take a look at the similarities. It's hard to say they're not similar. They look just like the Apple EarPods. So that's just about it. Those are 10 things Samsung stole or copied from Apple, whatever you want to call it. So some of you guys may ask, doesn't Samsung get sued for this? And the answer is yes. Apple files lawsuits. It wins them very often against Samsung, and the way it works is they actually countersue Apple when they get sued, so it delays the court by quite a while, and in that time they can sell so many of their copied products that it doesn't even matter that they're getting sued. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. It's really interesting that a company so big as Samsung would resort to copying Apple. Anyways, have a great day guys. Peace.